it was a close game throughout. Like, we were struggling in the first half. And our kryptonite was third quarters because we would start out great, and then the third quarter.
It's your boy Crispy, the Keep It Crispy podcast. We back at it, man. Another blessed day. Thank you all for tuning in and chopping it up with us again. Today we got a special guest in the building, a young up-and-coming star from the Patrick High School basketball team. Man's rated top 3 in the 2024 class. One of the top seniors that are coming in the whole entire country. So we got my man today in the building. Jaiden Glover's in the building.
Yes, sir.
Let's chop it up. Let's give it a little round of applause. So how you feeling, man?
Feeling good. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, nah, for sure. How's the off season been before school starts?
I mean, it's been good. Just working out. Main thing, just been working on my body, just getting bigger. Haven't stopped practicing. Just ball really.
Yeah, no, that's dope, man. I seen that you just had one of your first visits, right, to St. Joe's?
Yeah, St. Joe's. It was fire.
How was that, man?
It was mad fun. They brought me to a Lil Baby concert.
No way.
It's super fun. The players treated me all like I was family. Me and all the coaches, they was all super cool. I could feel like the family ties over there.
That's dope, because I always wondered how is it when you go on visits to schools and stuff like that, because I never, I used to play ball, but I wasn't like that.
Yeah.
And I was always wondering how does that go, that whole treatment and stuff like that when you get there.
I mean, it's just like super fun. I mean, you go there to enjoy yourself and evaluate the colleges, but I mean, it's just fun. It's just an amazing feeling. It's a blessing just to be on a Division I college visit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, bro, that's amazing, man. So let's take it back to when you were growing up. Where did you grow up? Did you have a lot of siblings growing up, and how was that your upbringing?
I grew up in Brooklyn, New York for the first couple of years of my life. Went to school right there. I was the only child at the time, and then I moved to Jersey. I got 3 siblings now. 2 sisters, 1 brother. It was just playing ball was just my escape from everything. You know what I'm saying? I didn't grow up in the best neighborhood, you feel me? But
yeah, me either.
Yes, but ball is my escape from everything, even to this day. If I'm mad about something, if I'm not feeling good, I'll just go play ball, ease my mind.
Word. What age did you start playing?
I started playing ball when I was taking it seriously was 8 years old. When
really?
I really started to take it seriously, watching basketball, working out, actually doing my push-ups, feel me? Around 8 years old, yeah.
Yeah, because at 8 years old, my son is 9. I'm trying to get him into basketball now, because that was my dream growing up. So I'm if you get into it at an early age, you have, an advantage.
Nah, yeah, but the thing about it is just you're 8 years old, you're a kid. You know what I'm saying? You're not everything is about basketball. Not just, you want to have fun, you want to play video games, hang out with your friends. You know what I'm saying? You're only 8, you're still a kid.
Yeah.
I mean, when you really need to lock in is around high school. When you really need to start locking in.
True. So speaking about high school, when you were 8, you started playing everything. You were still in New York?
Yeah.
And then you moved, what age here to Jersey?
Well, actually, 8, I was in Jersey. But I was working out in Brooklyn, mostly in parts. But, yeah.
Okay, so when you came to Jersey, when you first started high school, did you, have all these aspirations of playing basketball, or did you just become recruited and stuff like that?
I always had aspirations of making it to the next level, to the NBA. Ever since I was a little kid, I was watching a bunch of NBA games, Knicks games. I used to just think everybody was Michael Jordan, I swear.
Yeah.
And I used to be I want to be there. I want to be on the TV. I want to be in the NBA. Ever since I was a little kid, I just wanted to be in the NBA.
Who was your favorite player growing up? LeBron?
Still to this day.
All day, right?
All day.
Yeah, that's a fact. What about your team, the Knicks?
Nets.
Oh, the Nets?
Yeah, because I'm from Brooklyn.
Oh, true. Brooklyn Nets. You know what's crazy? I used to like the Nets. When I was growing up, they were New Jersey Nets. So they had fucking Vince Carter, all Jason Kidd and everything. Then they moved to Brooklyn. I'm shit. I'm damn, am I going to follow them to Brooklyn or just not watch them anymore? So it kind of was a little toss-up, but that's pretty dope, man. Nice. So when you got to high school, you went straight to Patrick High School? Or?
Nah, I was at Benedict's for a couple years. Played on the freshman freshman and JV my freshman year. Then I went to JV during COVID year. And we only played one game, but that one game I had 40.
Oh, yeah, 40?
Yeah, so I got bumped up to varsity, played a little bit. Yeah.
Wow. So, like, how is it? Because the St. Benedict's and the Patrick, they're top schools in the country. Yeah. So, like, how is it playing on like practicing with all a bunch of players that are like elite level as a freshman and a sophomore?
I mean, in the beginning, I was just like super nervous, but I had like so much confidence. Like I would always go to the team captain of St. Benedict's, and I'd be like, "Yo, like when you gonna let me on the team? Like, what's up? Like I'm scoring 20 on the freshman team. I bet I could at least average 10 on the varsity." I had the most confidence, but I was still super nervous.
Yeah, who was the captain at that time?
It was my boy Tokes. He went to NJIT. I forgot what school he's at now, but
that's fire. So you just balled out that one game, and then they were like, "Yo, Jay, you varsity now?"
Yeah. But at the time, I was practicing with varsity and junior varsity, but because of COVID, it was like pods that we had to be in, so I couldn't be in both at the same time. So I decided to go down to JV and just get all the playing time and get all the buckets.
Yeah, that must have been hard. Like during COVID, you couldn't like.
Yeah, it was weird.
Yeah, you had to probably like take a break from basketball for a while because everything closed down. That's
great. Not even, because where I lived at, I had a gym in my building, so I was in there like every day. Even though on the door it said "Do not enter," I still went in. I had to because I was like super anxious. I had the gloves on, I had the mask on, all while I'm working out.
Oh, so you was just pushing through the pandemic.
Yeah.
Damn, that's dope. All right. So then, like, fast forward when you get to your junior year, which was just this year that passed. Mm-hmm. So talk to us about your junior year when you started varsity.
I mean, it was like a big step because the year before I was barely playing, like I wasn't playing a lot. And then I got there and I had to step into this big role. First couple games I struggled, but then as I continued to gain confidence and I know who I am as a player, I got better and I showed that I am a really good player.
You did amazing, man. You caught the eyes of everybody. Like they ranked you like top 3. That's big time, man.
Yeah, top 3 in the state. Yeah,
that's big time right there. So talk to us about some like games that you felt like you were locked in, like some of the hardest games that you guys had that season, and that you just broke out.
City of Palms. We played against St. Francis, in Maryland. I had 25. It was a close game throughout. Like we were struggling in the first half. And our kryptonite was third quarters because we would start out great, and then the third quarter they would go on a big run, and then we would go down, and then like it was just bad that season. But I continued to keep my foot on the pedal. The fourth quarter I kind of took over. But yeah, I ended up with 25. That was really the biggest game. I earned a couple offers from that game alone.
Wow, so like talk to us because we have a lot of like up and coming athletes. They're young, they want to be like in your position, getting offers and having like options. So how does that work? Like when you start getting offers, like the coaches hit you up, or like how's that work?
Freshman and sophomore year, you can't speak to the coaches directly. So if you have like your father is your handler, or like just someone that that's close to you is like handles your business, they can tell you that you have an offer from here, but the coaches just can't speak to you yet.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, but as I think June 24th, going into your junior season is when colleges could talk to you directly. And like that night is when everybody's expecting a call at like 12 a.m. So, yeah.
Man, I must feel crazy, like just getting offers from these big time schools, man. You grew up watching. I could imagine. Like, do you feel like that's pressure on you, or you don't allow no noise to affect you when you play in your game?
I mean, nah, it's not pressure. It's just basketball. That's what I love to do. It's fun. Ain't no real pressure.
Yeah, there you go. That's it. Because we always tell everybody, like, block out that outside noise. Like, you got to be focused on what you want to do. Like, all that distractions and everything like that. I mean, you got to lock in when you're playing for sure.
Yeah. And I'll tell you, that night, where, like, college coaches were allowed to call you, only, like, 2 schools texted me. And it was schools like Longwood, Air Force, and I think it was 3 schools, Siena State. They all texted me that night. And I was expecting, like, a bunch of calls, but I was disappointed. But the next day, some schools called me, and I was still disappointed. I'm thinking, like, all these schools going to call me. I'm really good. But, as I went through the season, I started earning these offers, and I really had to pick it up myself.
That's dope, man. So when the season was over, did you went to AAU and you start playing, or
yeah?
Where'd you play at AAU?
I played with the Jayhawks the first 3 sessions. Yeah, I played with the Jayhawks. And then the last session I played with Riverside, and then when every team went to Vegas, I played with Riverside too.
Oh, that's dope. How was that experience going to Vegas and playing with everybody else?
I mean, it was cool because to play against other circuits to see which circuit is really the best. Some circuits didn't really come because of some reasons, but it was fun just to see which circuits are the best, which teams are the best.
Nah, that's dope, man. So like we do have a lot of younger listeners too that like to listen to advice that you have and stuff like that. So how would you say like maintaining your schoolwork and everything while you're practicing, while you have all the season going on, like how are you able to handle all that?
I mean, it's all sacrifices. You're gonna have to sacrifice a couple things. You're gonna have to miss a couple things to get to a practice or finish your homework or study for a test. It's not all amazing. It's not all rainbows and butterflies and stuff like that. But yeah, just keep working. That's all I'll say.
100%, man. Would you say that it's important to have like a support system around you?
Yeah, most definitely. Because sometimes it gets hard. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes you'll go through a slump. You need someone in your ear saying you good. Like it's just a bad moment right now.
Yeah. I mean, that's what we always say, like, every single day, man. You guys got to have, like, people that believe in you, that want the best for you, like, and at the same time, like, they're straight up. Like, if you mess up, they'll let you know. Yeah. And then you got to do what you got to do to fix it. So that's definitely important, man. Facts. So now you got the senior year coming up. So what are some of your goals for senior year? I mean, now you got to rock out now. This is your last year.
I mean, I want to win some type of championship, some type of national championship. I want to be nationally ranked. I seen one of the rankings recently, and TPS isn't on there. And we got to show them that we are definitely
something wrong with that.
Deserving,
if you guys ain't on that,
definitely deserving of being top 30 in the country. There's not 30 teams better than us.
Nah, so that's a fact, man. That's a fact. You know what's crazy? I don't know if this is true. If this is true? They used to have tournament of champions in Jersey, and I heard like they don't do that no more.
Yeah, they canceled it like a couple years ago.
Oh, that's
it's super whack. But we wouldn't be able to be in that anyways because we're independent. We're not NJSIAA, something like that.
Okay.
So we would have to be like Geico or that tournament in DC.
Oh, you independent? That means like you play different school, like you're traveling like different circuits and stuff like that.
We can play local schools, but it's just not like New Jersey. Like I can't be in the New Jersey playoffs with TOC, which is not happening anymore. Now they have like 3 championships.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
Yeah, no, that's crazy though. All right, cool. So that's your goals for the senior year. So do you have any more visits that you about to make to different schools on the rise, or?
Right now I have St. John's set up. I'm actually leaving tomorrow.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, so it's an official. That should be a good one.
Yeah, no, that's dope, man. We're gonna have your man Sim on the show.
Oh, yeah.
We probably gonna head out there and do it over there at the campus. So that's gonna be fire, man. All right, that's dope, man. So if you was to say like in 5 years from now, where do you see yourself, Jaiden Glover, in 5 years?
I see myself in the NBA for sure.
There we go.
I see myself making a name for myself, whether I'm in the first round or wherever I land. I see myself just making a name for myself. Yeah.
That's dope, bro. Listen, from like the outside, like me looking in the hoop circuit, like I see it, man. Like I could, identify talent, and I know like when somebody's about to pop off. And as soon as I met you back when Fleases with the commercial or here with the ball, I was like, yo, Jay's gonna go far, man. Like I could just see how you are and like the type of player you are. So I definitely respect that, bro, 100%. But all right, cool. So if you had to give advice to an up and coming athlete, right, that is kind of struggling on their confidence, like they don't know if they're good enough to play like at that higher level, what would you tell them to work on or to think?
I mean, honestly, if you put in the hard work, you shouldn't be lacking in confidence because the amount of work that you put in should show on the court. So if I put in this amount of hours in practice and I'm working on myself for this amount of hours, for the 40 or 45-minute game that I'm in, it should be no problem. and a defender and the whistles, it shouldn't really make a difference. Just believe in yourself. Like, every shot I take, I think it's going to go in.
That's a fact.
So
that's important. Like I preach that too every day. Like, believe in yourself. You know, you got to stay focused and know that, you know, you're good enough to make it happen. So you said it perfectly, man. We be saying that every day. Just telling everybody every day just to believe in yourself and just go after it, man. You got to want it.
Yeah, confidence is the biggest thing. I ain't gonna lie, confidence is the biggest thing in basketball. Because if you think about it, it's unrealistic. You're dribbling a ball against 5 other defenders with a rim that you have to shoot from like 25 feet or something like that. If you think about it, it's unrealistic. So you got to be confident.
But I never even thought of it like that.
Yeah.
Like, it's 25 years, you shooting like that you gotta be supreme confidence.
Yeah,
for
exactly.
That.
You gotta.
Man, that's dope. So before a game, like, do you be locking into any type of music or motivational stuff to like get you focused? Or,
I mean, honestly, recently, no, I haven't. I just be playing my game. But I listen to music and just get into a vibe of my own. Yeah, that's the main thing. Just getting into a vibe, getting into your own thing, relax your nerves.
Who you be rocking with now?
I be rocking with like Lil Baby, Sleepy Hollow. Those are 2 main guys.
Sleepy Hollow's dope, bro. I've been listening to Sleepy Hollow.
Fire.
That's fire, man. All right, now also this podcast too, like, we like to incorporate the fashion aspect of it into into ball and hoops and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. So like, how would you describe your fashion? Like, what you be rocking? Like, is it more casual or you like to be different?
I'm more of a casual guy, like sweatsuits, some Crocs, some slippers. But when I like dress, like, I like to wear like jeans, like a hoodie, some Jordans. That's my type of fashion.
Yeah, bro. The same thing for me, man. I'll throw in like a black tee or white tee with some shorts, and I'm just chilling.
Chilling.
You know what I mean? So for sure. But I gotta ask you, man, through your whole 3 years of hooping in high school, like, who's the hardest player you had to guard?
Kyrie, for sure.
What?
100%.
How was that? You gotta tell us about that, man.
Bro. Like, when I tell you it's different, like, and he was chilling too. Like, he wasn't even going hard. Like, he chilling, and he just hit me with something, and then like, he got past me, but I thought I had him.
Yeah.
And then he brings it back, and then he lays it up, and I like hit the glass, and it goes, and I'm like, it's just, I don't even know how to explain it, but it's just hard to guard.
That's Jersey's own too, man. Kyrie, like, when did you play? Like, when was this game?
It was like open runs in Seton Hall. It was like open runs, just a bunch of pro players, high school players, just all came to hoop. He was there. He was like hosting it. More than a run.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So it was like that. But yeah, he killed me one play.
Nah, bro, that's fire. Imagine like you make a couple years from now, you make it, he's still in the league, and then you actually playing with him in a game.
And actually, I'll add this, because he killed me. He didn't want to jump me. When I went up for like 2 dunks, he didn't want to jump me.
He just let you go.
Yeah, he let me go. So
that's crazy.
Yeah, I'll say that.
Yeah, listen, Kyrie got a little shook. He didn't want the smoke when you was going up for that dunk. That's crazy, man. What age you started fucking dunking?
It was like on my birthday. Like, my first dunk was on my birthday. I think I turned 15 or 14, something like that. It was during COVID, and the rim was like tilted a little bit. Like, one side was down, the other side was up. So I was just trying to get it on the downside. I was just trying my best, like, over and over and over again. But yeah, that's when I started dunking. And then my sophomore year was when I started dunking in game.
Really? You remember the first time in the game that you put it down?
Yeah. It was actually the game where I scored 40.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. I got a steal, and my teammate was actually ahead of me, but I was not passing it because I wanted my dunk.
Yo,
I wanted my first dunk.
Bro, and ever since then, you ain't stopped dunking,
Nah.
Man, that's crazy, man. That's pretty fire. But that's dope, man. So one of our quotes that we got at the podcast here is called "The World Is Yours." So, like, in your own words, what would you say "the world is yours" means to you?
You can do whatever you want. Whatever you dream of, whatever you think you can do, whatever you say you can do, it can happen.
For sure. Supreme confidence. We be saying it all the time, man. Supreme confidence, 100%. Yeah, that's pretty fire, man.
Sure.
All right, so if you want, you got any, like, last shout-outs? You want to shout out anybody that, special little shout-out? You got Pops in the building over here.
I got my pops, got my uncle over here.
Yeah, for sure.
I'll shout out my little brother because I told him I was going on the podcast and he was like, "You better shout me out."
Oh, so he got.
So I'll shout out my little brother and I'll shout out my mom too.
All right, that's dope, man. We got to shout out Pop's music though. What's the Instagram? We got to put it out here.
Maddie Tosca.
Maddie Tosca. You got. I've been listening to some of the songs, man. So shout out to that. We definitely got lock in and download some of them songs for sure.
Yeah, they call him Spanish Hove.
Yeah, Spanish Hove in the building. All right, that's dope, man. Yeah. All right, for sure. So what we're gonna do now, we'll usually do at the end of the podcast. We go around the shop and you start looking for whatever's your favorite pair of shorts. Mm-hmm. You can have them. So whatever viewers that are out there, if you guys can guess what you think Jay's gonna pick for his favorite shorts, comment below what you think it is, and we'll pick one winner, and you guys can have them for free. So you guys already know, Jay. I appreciate you coming through, man.
Thank you.
Chopped it up, right to the point. Keep It Crispy podcast. Make sure you guys subscribe. Check us out. We love y'all. Keep it crispy.
Crispy.